Shalom. Call halal Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakha Kradash. Shalom, Shalom, Akim, and Aqua. My name is Yahalal, and I'm back again with another video. And I pray that you be edified with it. And this is a response. I forgot the brother's name. Please forgive me. On TikTok, he did a wicked woman response. And you know what I mean, I just pretty much got some extra precepts to it to add my 2 cents to it. So I'm going to read his scriptures that he put up, that he posts, and I'm going to read some of the ones that I got. So without further ado, let's get it real quick. It's entitled Wicked Women. And before I begin, Salakia, I want to say shalom and salutations and double honors to the men of Great Millstone, where I learned this 100% truth from. Shalom to Speckled Bird, the Confused Face, the Akim and Aqua, who also subscribe to learn from the men of Great Millstone, the Akim on the highways and byways doing this work, and last but not least, the elect is why we do this work. So, without further ado, let's get the scriptures real quick. He had a video, and I'm kind of in a stage of getting ready to start doing videos. If you have been paying attention to me, normally I just get straight into the scriptures, and you know, I read straight through the scriptures and break it down. And from now on, soon, I'm going to be grabbing videos and also adding it to my repertoire as far as getting videos and filtering them through the scriptures and breaking it down. So without further ado, let's get James 3:8. And it reads, "But the tongue can no man tame. It is an unruly evil, full of deadly poison." Now, I did a lesson some time ago about how wicked the tongue is and what it can do to a person, and they have to be mindful of what they say, because the tongue, man, it can destroy you, or the tongue could destroy you, or it can help you survive. You know what I'm saying? It depends on how you're using it. And there's a lot of scriptures about people in the Bible who've used their tongue in good ways, and good judgments came upon them, and also who used them in bad ways, and good judgments and Salakia, and bad judgments came upon them. One person I could think off the head is Moses' sister Miriam, because she was talking about Moses and his wife that he married, which was Ishmaelite. The Lord punished her by taking away her pigmentation for a whole week, and the Lord was wroth with not just Miriam, but he was wroth with Aaron as well, because Aaron was also talking, but he punished Miriam because of her running her mouth. And you know, that's a judgment that could happen because of you running your mouth. Another example I can give you as far as another judgment from running your mouth is Ramses II. When Moses came to Ramses, and just ironically, I'm just coming out of the Old Testament with, you know, situations that happened with Moses. There's plenty more in the Apocrypha and in the New Testament, but these are the ones that come into mind. But Ramses talked against Moses and Yahweh wa Yahweh Shai, or Salakia, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And the final plague was something that came out of his mouth, out of his own mouth, was the final plague, which was Ramses wanted all the firstborn of Israel to be slaughtered. But that was the judgment that he was going to receive for him and the Egyptian people, which was his people. And that final judgment that passed through Egypt allowed Ramses to made Ramses want to get rid of the Israelites, because it was just a harsh punishment that he just couldn't bear, and didn't realize that that judgment was going to come upon him and his people. So Let's get Proverbs 30 and 32. And it reads, if thou hast done foolishly in lifting up thyself, or if thou hast thought evil, lay thy hand upon thy mouth. So it's important that you watch what you say out your mouth. And you know who don't get that? Jake women, man. They don't get it at all. They think that they can say anything and nothing's going to happen. And this is because of nobody's teaching them, or they choose not to learn the understanding of the Most High and who He truly is. And they don't fear the Most High, nor do they fear man at all. And a lot of these people are going to die because of this, man, especially women. A lot of women are going to die, man. I was just watching a little bit of Elder Malcolm and the Chicago, GMS Chicago. They had just finished doing a street lesson, and he was just talking about how I didn't really catch the whole story, but he was going into about a woman getting taken over. I'm gonna use that. A woman being taken over, not paying attention to what's going on in the streets, just so involved in their own little lifestyle, not thinking. But here's Sirach 26 and 23, and it reads, a wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth Yahweh. So for y'all who don't understand, it's good to recognize, like, this is a good way for you to dissect Salakia. So this is a good way for you to dissect what kind of person you are by matching yourself with that woman you deal with. When you with a wicked woman, that's because most likely you're a wicked man. Change your ways, and the Lord will probably change the woman you with. You know what I mean? So as the scriptures say, the Lord gives a wicked woman, roughly paraphrasing, to a wicked man. This is Sirach 25. 24. I'm gonna just do 24. Well, I'm gonna start at 23. Ecclesiasticus, Sirach 25:23. A wicked woman abideth the courage, making an heavy countenance as a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. So for you brothers out there that don't want to pay attention, man, like, unfortunately, in these times we are in the last days, the scriptures talked about how wicked these women are, and they're really no good for us. You know what I'm saying? And there's no reason for you to be stressing these women, because they're wicked as hell, especially Jake women, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why they invented the Pat's Paw Bros, and brothers be going out of the country to find a woman, because, you know what I'm saying, they smarten up and realize that, you know what I mean, these Jake women ain't no good at all, man. They have no respect, no appreciation, and they're very loose with their tongue. I'm gonna jump to 16. So this is Sirach 25, verse 16, and it reads, I rather dwell with a lion and a dragon to keep house with a wicked woman. The wickedness of a woman changeth her face, and darketh her countenance like sackcloth. Her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he heareth it, shall sigh bitterly. That's, yeah. When you hear her, when you hear the voice of your woman, that's like that, you start to like. That's what it means. Like, this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. And this is what's going to happen to a lot of our women, Jake women. They're about to be destroyed, and they're going to realize at the end that they should have listened and cleaved to the ways of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. But you realize that, I mean, as the scriptures say, the woman is the weaker vessel. So I mean, naturally, she's going to be able to know. she's going to be easily to follow, just like she did in the beginning in Genesis, to follow what the next man is doing when she sees something is different. You know what I'm saying? She always thinks that the grass sometimes is green on the other side, or, you know, for the simplest things, she's thinking of changing, not realizing what, or analyzing what exactly is involved with that change. You know what I mean? Proverbs 21:19. It is bitter to dwell in the wilderness than with a contentious and angry woman. Salaki, it is better to dwell in the wilderness than with a contentious and angry woman. And let's get what contentious means. Let's get that real quick. Rivalry, competition. So this is what the woman is. She's a rival. She's competition, and she really thinks that she can compete with a man. What is competition, combat, conflict. So this is the type contest, dogfight, duel, face-off. So this is the rivalry, strife. So this is the type of woman that Jake is dealing with every day. A woman who thinks that they can compete and battle with a man. So every day he's out here just trying to make it. Then he has to come home and he has to fight. After he's been fighting all day just to get $1 to feed him and his family. So, you know what I mean? This is the type of things that make a man really want to just say, you know what? I have to find a way to... Because ultimately, man, we just want peace, man. And to be honest with you, fellas, you're really not going to find peace until you start living and practicing these laws, statutes, and commandments, and doing the best you can, living by the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. That's the only way you're going to find peace here until the Lord comes back. And it's still not going to be necessarily peace, but it's just you're going to be content with what you got versus having nothing and believing in nothing. Mark 10:12. And if a woman shall put away her husband and be married to another, she committeth adultery. Now we all know that women today put away their husband for the silliest and stupidest things, and because of that, a lot of adultery has been committed. You know what I mean? And they don't get it. They don't understand. They don't want to understand. But again, because of the sins that they're in, the Lord is going to destroy these women. That's an indefinite. That's an indefinite. 2 Peter 2:14. Having eyes full of adultery, and men too. Men commit adultery too by sleeping with other men's wives or other men's women. Having eyes full of adultery, and that cannot cease from sin, beguiling unstable souls, and heart they have exercised with covetousness practice, cursed children. And this is why we are cursed, because we continue to go against the Lord's statutes and commandments, and we break them willingly. So the Lord has put these curses on us and to keep us down, to whip us back into shape, because we choose not to follow the ways, and we choose to just continually commit sin. So the Lord has to destroy us, especially, again, our women, because our women of all are super wicked. You know what I mean? Especially in this time that we're in now with this feminism thing. They are truly involved in feminism, and it's a hypocrisy. But when the Lord starts to rain that fire and put fire on ass, and everybody in the world starts to see the elect being beamed up, it's going to be a lot of crying and sighing and, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know, give me a chance. It's going to be too late after that, though. I can actually envision that. You know what I'm saying? Proverbs 6:26. For by means of a whorish woman a man is brought to a piece of bread, and the adulteress will hunt for precious life. So this means that this woman is going to use and abuse him. Shalom Barakatah. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. a woman will use you, and this is what the women are doing today. They're using our men for all their resources, and then they telling them, "Oh, I don't want you no more," or I don't need you." After they break you down and use all your resources, this is crazy, but this is how the women are. They're trained from Esau to go about Jake men this way. They don't do that to other men. They do it to Jake men. Now, don't get it twisted. Women are still women, no matter what pedigree they are of. You know what I'm saying? It's just that they make Jake women the face of all wickedness, just like they make Jake men the face of all wickedness, whether it's being a Mo or being a gangster or whatever that is considered wicked. We are the number ones, like we invented it. 1 Chronicles 29:3. Moreover, because I have set my affection to the house of my power, I have of mine own proper good of gold and silver, which I have given to the house of my power over and above all that I have prepared for the holy house. So from what the scriptures is explaining in this well, I don't even know why I necessarily read it, but I'm not gonna be winging it with you. So we're gonna get one more scripture. Now, if the scripture hits you different, then you know what I'm saying, what it hits with me, but I'm not sure about it, so therefore I'm not gonna be out here winging it, making it up. Then, you know, all power to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah for that, you know. But I'm going to get this last scripture right here. This is Ezekiel 13:18, and it reads, And say, thus saith Yahweh, thy power, woe to the woman that sew pillows to all armholes, and maketh kerchiefs upon the head of every stature of hunt souls. I will hunt the souls of my people, and will ye save the souls alive that come unto you. Let's get that in the NLT real quick. Let's get that in the NLT. See what we got here. So like it doesn't want to give it to me here. All right, well let's read it in the NIV then. Let's read it in the NIV. Ezekiel 13:18, and it reads, And say, this is what the sovereign Lord says: Woe to the women who sew magic charms on all their wrists and make veils of various lengths for their heads in order to ensnare people. So they use trickery to reel them in. Will you ensnare the lives of my people, but preserve your own? So they use these things like those umbrellas and the wigs and the BBLs and all those types of things to trick and snare men into it. But the men are starting to become wiser because the spirit is being put on. And I'm not saying like the spirit is like they have the spirit to just, you know, to do the righteous things, but men are just smartening up because of this World Wide Web, and they're seeing these things that the women are doing, and they're coming back into their mind frame of not choosing wicked women to bed with and to wed with. You know what I mean? They're making a decision on trying to find the right woman, because our women are completely gone, man. And this is another curse with them, is what the Lord's done as far as scalping their head. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if we can get that scripture real quick. Let me see. Hold on. Scalp head. scalp head. So let's see this. Oh, I had to. Okay, hold on. Baldness. I don't think that's what I'm looking for. Baldness upon their head. Oh boy. Let me see here. Bear with me for a minute, Israel. Hold on, Salakia. Let me see. Let's see how I can find this here. Bear me 1 second, man. I just wanted to get that real quick, man. I shouldn't be taking this long. Salakia. Isaiah 3:17. Therefore Yahweh will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord will discover their secret parts. So, Abba Rock, that's how you were edified with that, man. I wanted to get that. I just felt it was important to bring because it's a time that it's happening now with our women. And, you know, the Lord ain't playing with y'all, man. He ain't playing with you fellas either, man. All of you naysayers and you scoffers, the Lord is going to destroy you. So Abba Rock, that's how you were edified, man. I'm going to say, Kahala Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah Bahashem, Rachak Radash, Shalom and salutations again, and double honors to the men of Great Millstone, where I continue to learn is 100% true from. The speckled bird, the confused face, the Akim and Aqua, the Akim on the highways and byways, and last but not least, the elect. Until next time, I say, Shalom.